What's going on? Welcome back to Real World Tool Reviews. And I started to do this without making a video, and I thought to myself, you know what? This is a good topic for a video. And that is my favorite, like one of my favorite part about collecting tools and restoring tools and, uh, all that good stuff that I do. My favorite part is the moment when I get something better than what I have and I add it to my setup, for the stuff that I use all the time. There's no better feeling than getting something super high quality that's better than what you had and replacing it in the setup. And this stuff, a lot of this stuff looks like old kind of tools, but it's actually all really good shit. And I just love it when I can add it to my set of stuff that I use all the time. This is all real good stuff that I'm going to just add straight into the rotation. Some of this stuff I bought at estate sales. Some of this stuff I bought new. Some of this stuff I restored. So I'm just going to do a video of some of the stuff I'm going to replace in my setups. And the first one here is going to be my carpentry bag is where some of this stuff is going to go. A lot of this stuff is. And I've done a lot of different stuff with this bag since the last time you guys probably saw it. Tool wise, like I've added a bunch of different things. Like found these great Vaughn nail pullers and stuff like that. Some of the stuff is familiar stuff. I've got like little combos of vice grips and channel lock, Craftsman channel locks. I got a big combo and a little combo. That's been working out great. These little Craftsmans are great. This is just working out good. This bag has really become a lot of, like a very versatile bag for me. It's kind of like just a do-it-all, like, not just carpentry, just anytime I'm going to do any kind of, like, repair to something that's, any type of tearing something out and putting something in, drywall, baseboards and painting and whatever. I'll just grab this bag because it's got all the stuff I could possibly need for marking, hammering, cutting, tearing out, drill a hole, all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm adding some stuff to it because I've got some better stuff that I'm going to replace here. So in this little pocket, I keep these Klein angled cutters. These are awesome for this bag. They really are. They're going to stay, and they stay with these channel lock nail pullers and nippers. And I love these channel lock ones, but you recently saw my restoration of the crescents. And the crescents are nicer. They're a kind of a bigger head, and I just think that they are going to be a little bit more ergonomic. They feel better. I like that rivet that this one has better than this. I still will use the channel locks, probably just in the shop. And these are going to go into the rotation here because they're just a really nice set of pliers. So those are going to get replaced with those. And then a couple chisels that I keep. I always have like this bigger chisel. This is just the beater, like orange Home Depot one, 1-inch chisel. And I don't really need a 1-inch. It's a little bit wider than I need. And I always like to have a 1/2-inch one. And this DeWalt one's pretty good. I actually got these recently. They're good, but they're made in China, and I'm not. I just, if I can have a made in USA one that's as good or better, I'm going to. So, I'll keep that one in the shop. I'll keep these two in the shop, and I'm going to replace them with these two. Stanley Handyman made in USA chisels. These ones are very sharp. I didn't even have to sharpen them. Super sharp. This is the 1/2-inch one, which is the 1/2-inch is kind of like my go-to chisel size. And then this I think is a 3/4. But this, yeah, it looks like about a 3/4 size chisel. And it's perfect. And it's a little bit better of a size for me for like what I use chisels for when I'm doing this type of stuff. It's mostly trim, making room for stuff here and there. Door like deadbolt holes and strike plate holes, like for latches, mortises or whatever you want to call those. That's what I use chisels for. I'm not a wood whisperer, as they say, but I do use chisels, and those are better than these two. So I'll cut myself than these two. So that's an upgrade for sure. And then here's some stuff that I really like. I've come to really enjoy these two things here. I like having this little kind of staple puller or nail puller or whatever. This just comes in handy doing a lot of different stuff. And then this awl is great. I love the Malco awl, USA. You can get these on Amazon. They're cheap. Now I'll still use this in another bag or in the shop. And this is a great neck, but it's made in probably China. I don't know, but it's this is a handy tool that I've come to actually very much enjoy. And I like these two a little better. This is a Fuller made in the USA, one of these, and it's just a little bit bigger, a little bit better, a little bit beefier, and I like the handle a lot better. So that's going to go in here. And then here's an awl that I just thought was cool that I picked up out of an old guy's shop at a sale, and it's just light and a little bit skinnier of a blade than this one. This is an awful fat one. It kind of like is a little too big, and this one is just like a little bit more easier to use, and it'll fit right in with some of this other old stuff. So a good little awl to go in there. And here's a couple really good things. So this is awesome. I've been using it. I love it. I love this knife. This is a fixed blade. In order to take this blade off, you got to take this screw out, and there's blades stored in here. It's really a beautiful knife. Stanley, number 199. This blade does not move at all. Like, most are jiggly. This is not jiggly at all. This is the best utility knife I've ever used. Hands down, I love this thing. And because it's a fixed blade, it's not retractable or whatever, it's nice to have it in this little sheath. So that's awesome. I've always kept this fastback in here, which is a good knife. But this is way better, and I can put it on my belt if I want to when I'm doing stuff, where I'm going to be doing a lot of utility knife work. And this here, this CLC just hammer loop is great too. I'll have this to put on my belt, and I'm going to put it just in this pocket here. Nothing wrong with that. So if I want to put my hammer on, I'll just stick it in the loop, stick it on my belt, and I'll be good to go, ready to rock and roll for some, if I'm going to be doing some serious trim work or something. That's awesome to just have like your hammer and your utility knife on your belt already. I've got that capability. And then the last thing for this bag is going to be, I'm going to replace this Dasco. I love this style of pry bar. This one is a Red Devil Tools Lil Jimmy. Really super nice one. It's the same exact kind of design. And I'm going to put that one in there just because it's awesome. These are both made in the USA. This Dasco one, these are great. I mean, they're really good. I would highly recommend them. But this one is just like a little bit slicker, a little bit nicer. So I think I'll put this one in my other bag and put this one in there. This one is just a little bit cooler. It doesn't, there's a little difference, I guess. This one is angled. I don't know if I like, I'll try this one out first. I might go back to this one because I kind of like how it's a right angle. If this different angle bothers me, this is like my most used pry bar. So if this one bothers me, I'll switch it back into this bag because I use this pry bar in this bag the most. So, but that'll go right there. That's cool. So, a bunch of really cool stuff. Oh, and I know what I'm going to do. This is just a little Stanley 12-foot tape. I got this vintage Craftsman 12-foot tape, and it's seen some use, you know. But what's cool about this one is it has everything. It has the measurements on the back too. It's got decimal equivalents, all these different conversions you can do, lengths of nails, wood screw gauges, sizes, actual sizes of lumber, standard door sizes. All that stuff is actually, you know, kind of handy. And it has this button that locks, so that's kind of neat. This is a really cool little Craftsman 12-foot tape measure. So that can go in there. And some of those little conversions and stuff actually might come in handy someday. Standard door sizes and stuff like that. Good to have in this setup for all my trim carpentry stuff. So that is all the new stuff for my my little carpentry slash, like, you know, remodeling bag or whatever. I use it for so much different stuff. I just love this set of tools. It's just awesome to have like all these different scrapers and pry bars, hammer, chisels, you know, screwdrivers, all the good stuff, vice grips, you know, pliers like this for tearing stuff up, pry bar, all the drill bits and stuff. Just a good little bag to grab when you just need to, like, work on some handyman stuff, you know. So I'm really happy with that. And then this next batch of stuff is going to go in the monster bag that I have been loving. Oh God. Dropping stuff. Here is the monster. This monster bag lives in my truck. You've seen a video on it. I will be doing a tour of this and a review of this bag. So far, so good. It's so big and monstrous that it's tough to even get it fully in the frame. But let me adjust it here. There you go. This is the CLC. It's a beast, and I'm loving it. But this spot is empty because it's always had these couple tools in it. I like these little slip joints, and I like this little wrench. And I did the plasti dip on these. I put the yellow plasti dip on them. So they're great. This is a Bonnie, really nice adjustable wrench. Not very much play in it at all. I love having a little pair of adjustable wrench and little pair of pliers, either slip joints or channel locks. And these are Klein channel locks that I restored. I'm not going to talk too much about them because I've got a video. This is just a little sneak peek. If you remember these from another video, they look terrible. But I've been using them since I restored them. They're awesome. There'll be a restoration video about these. Pretty amazing transformation. But I just thought I'd put yellow handles on these two pliers because I got this yellow Klein channel locks. And this is just a great little yellow plier set to go right here. I love having just like grab and go little sets like this, and like to grab these. I love, a lot of times I'll just grab these two things. Great little set of channel locks, slip joints, and adjustable wrench. That's awesome. A little yellow plier set. And then I've got a few things to add, like these needle nose vice grips. These are awesome. I've been looking for these for a while, and I finally found them. The needle nose Peterson vice grips. These things are just awesome. I was talking about them in my vice grip video I did not too long ago. And I love needle nose vice grips. It's probably my most used vice grip. And before, all I had was my Husky needle nose vice grips, and they're just nowhere near as nice as the Peterson. So these Petersons will go in there and live next to their Peterson brothers here. Awesome, awesome tools right here. They're just, you can't beat them. So the Huskies are still okay, but nowhere close to the Petersons. And then I like to have an 8-inch adjustable wrench. This is a good one. This is a really good one that I've been using, this Craftsman. I really like it. It's got very little play in it. But I recently got this Diamond. And this Diamond is perhaps the nicest adjustable wrench I've ever felt. It just does not move at all. It's so smooth. It's real rusty. I cleaned it up on the wire wheel a little bit. You know, I just wanted to get it to where it was serviceable. And man, this is a sweet, sweet tool. This is going to be my 8-inch adjustable wrench. I love an 8-inch adjustable wrench. I just do. They're some of my go-to tools. So that's going to be the one that's going in the main starting rotation, you know, right next to the 10-inch channel locks. These are going to be kind of like a go-to. I've been going with these vintage adjustable wrenches lately over the Milwaukees. Y'all know I like the Milwaukees too. But then you guys saw in one of my latest new tools that I got is this glow-in-the-dark pair of Klein wire strippers. These are really nice. I love how thick and nice these rubber handles are. This is just a really nice pair of strippers, and they're awesome. And I got them to replace these little guys, which I'll still keep probably in the shop or whatever. They're just due for an upgrade. They're starting to get a little dull. They're not stripping as good as they used to, and while I love them, they're getting upgraded to some new Kleins. So these new Klein strippers will go in here and live next to my other electrical little pliers here. That's going to be really great to have. And I guess I'll add this other stuff to the other side. Last couple things. This bag has been awesome for organizing all my stuff in one place in my truck. It really has. I don't pick it up very often though, because it's a heavy boy. This other side has some of my less used type of stuff, and one of those things is these wrenches. I like to just have like this set of little ratcheting wrenches, and these are Craftsman. These are really cool. Craftsman, made in the USA, like dog bone wrenches is what you call them. These are 1/4 inch by 5/16, 3/8 by 7/16, and I found recently a 1/2 inch by 9/16. So that gives me all my major sizes in this little set. You know, this is basically 6 wrenches in one. For a lot of things, this is all you'll need, and it's cool to just have this set in this bag. But this 9/16 by 1/2 inch is the one that I'm replacing with this Proto one. It's actually, you know, I love Proto, but it's not as nice. It's just like one of the teeth's broken. But that was my 1/2 inch by 9/16 one, and it's just not quite as good as the Craftsman. So I'll keep this in the shop and add the Craftsman to the set so it'll match the other two, and that's cool. And then this other one is also a Craftsman. It's a offset one, but it's 11/16 by 5/8. So I've got 1/4 inch to 11/16 in these dog bone wrenches, and that's just cool to have in your set, you know. And then I thought something good to have would be to add this long locking bit extension in here. I knew it would just slide down in there, you know, perfect. So that's great, and that's kind of good to have, along with, like, I keep my long magnetic nut drivers back here, you know, long stuff I don't use a whole lot, but will come in handy when I need it on this side. And I figured one good thing to add to this set would be this little scraper, or razor scraper. This is a Bladesmith, made in the USA. This is so much better than my piece of shit Harbor Freight one. I hate this stupid crunchy. No matter how much oil you put in here, the mechanism never works right. It's so annoying. This one, the way this is designed with this kind of spring here, it's so smooth. It is like night and day difference. So I figured I'd add this somewhere. I don't know. I might just maybe not put it on this side. It doesn't really seem like it belongs on this side for some reason. Maybe I'll, yeah, it does. There's scrapers here and files. I'm going to put this right there. I'll try not to forget it's there. So, that's what I'm talking about. That's my favorite thing. Some of my favorite things is adding better stuff than what I had, replacing the old stuff with the new, better stuff in the setups. And I'll tell you what, I am loving this tool bag. It's got all this nice go-to stuff here, you know, great little tools for grab and go on the outside. It's got two big sides full of tools. It's got vertical storage for big stuff like my hacksaw and my big cutter, or my big shears, long stuff like long needle nose. It's just awesome. It's just great. And then at the bottom here, all kind of power tools. I keep all my like 12-volt stuff down in here. I'm rocking Bosch and Milwaukee. Just don't give a damn no more. Who cares? Two chargers. Who cares? You know. This is a good tool right here. This is the hacksaw. I'm liking the 12-volt stuff for the most part. And now that Milwaukee's coming out with all this new 12-volt stuff, it's just crazy. So I'm liking it. This bag is really versatile. I can plop this into a house and really get it going. I'm really liking this tool bag, so there will be a video coming out about it soon. I mean, anything I want. I can pull out the big flatheads if I need to murder somebody, you know. It's just a really good, solid tool bag. It's got almost everything, you know, that I could possibly need. So, and this is like the go-to place when I open the back of my truck. This is staring at me now, and man, it's really been fun to use. It is holding up well so far, and I'm loving it. So, yeah, out with the old, in with the new. Thanks for watching.